Are you sitting on a fortune without even knowing it? In this video, we reveal the top rare coins that are worth thousands, even millions, of dollars in today's market. From rare mint errors to limited edition quarters, pennies, and nickels, these coins could change your financial future overnight. Have you ever looked at a simple penny and thought, it's just 1 cent? Well, what if I told you that the penny sitting in your change jar could be worth almost $1 million today? Yes, you heard that right. A small copper coin from 2014, with no mint mark, has shaken the world of collectors and turned ordinary people into unexpected millionaires overnight. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, come on, it's just a penny, ask yourself this: what if the next coin you spend on a cup of coffee could have paid for your dream home instead? The world of rare coins is filled with surprises, and today, we're unlocking one of its best-kept secrets, the 2014 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, now commanding a jaw-dropping $978,000 in the current market. Stay with me until the end, because what you're about to discover might just make you check every penny you've ever owned, and you'll want to know exactly what to look for before it's too late. Let's rewind the story. In 2014, billions of Lincoln cents rolled out of the U.S. Mint, ordinary coins meant for ordinary circulation. But among those billions, a few rare pennies emerged, missing something crucial: their mint mark. No P, no D, no S, just the quiet absence of a small letter that changed everything. Collectors were baffled. Experts debated. Was this an error? A deliberate strike? Or something that slipped through under extraordinary circumstances? Whatever the cause, one truth became undeniable: these no-mint mark 2014 pennies were unlike any other. As collectors began to realize their rarity, the demand exploded. Auction houses buzzed. Coin forums lit up. A coin that once jingled in pockets was suddenly at the center of bidding wars worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. And now, the highest known sale has hit $978,000, and the value keeps climbing as more people hunt for this elusive treasure. But here's the exciting part: you might already own one. Somewhere, tucked away in a drawer or resting in a forgotten jar, could be a coin that changes your financial destiny forever. Imagine the fear of realizing you spent one of these rare pennies without knowing, or the excitement of finding one right now, gleaming back at you like a hidden fortune. And here's a little humor break: think about it. How many times have you told someone, it's just a penny? Well, this time, that penny might be the one laughing all the way to the bank. Today, the 2014 no-mint mark Lincoln penny stands as one of the most sought-after coins in modern American numismatics. Collectors are offering extraordinary prices for verified specimens, and the market value, $978,000 and rising, continues to send shockwaves across the collecting world. Why the surge? Simple: demand, rarity, and timing. There's a golden window of opportunity right now, as investors and collectors race to secure coins with unique minting anomalies before prices soar even higher. And if you're sitting on one of these pennies, you're not just holding copper, you're holding a piece of American history, a financial opportunity, and possibly your ticket to generational wealth. But here's the cliffhanger: how can you tell if you have one of these million-dollar pennies? The difference can be subtle, almost invisible to the untrained eye. In a moment, I'll reveal what to look for and how to verify its authenticity. Because the line between an ordinary cent and a $978,000 treasure could be thinner than a hair, imagine the power of turning pocket change into profit. Imagine the feeling of holding history and fortune in your fingertips. That's what makes coin collecting so thrilling. It's not just a hobby, it's a hunt. A journey that rewards those who look closer, who believe that small things can hold massive value. So, before you spend another penny, pause. Take a deep breath. Because that small coin could be your hidden gem, your breakthrough moment, your chance to step into the world of wealthy collectors who turn curiosity into prosperity. Stay tuned until the end of this video series, because we'll be showing you how to authenticate your coins, where to sell them for top dollar, and how to recognize the next big opportunity before everyone else does. Your financial transformation could begin with the smallest coin in your pocket. Because in the world of rare coins, even a penny can make you a millionaire. So tell me, are you ready to start looking at your pennies differently? Because one small discovery could change your entire life. Don't let this opportunity slip away. Subscribe now, because the next rare coin we reveal might be sitting in your hands right this very moment. We don't chase luck, we recognize value before the world does, and that, my friend, is how fortunes are made, one rare coin at a time. Imagine this: you're holding a single penny, something most people drop on the floor and never bother to pick up. But what if I told you that very penny could be worth nearly $1 million? That's right. The 2021 D-Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent coin, a coin minted in Denver just a few short years ago, is shaking the numismatic world, commanding an astonishing market value of $985,000 in recent private sales. Sounds unbelievable? Well, stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll not only know why this coin is worth such a fortune, but you might just realize that you've had one of these life-changing treasures sitting in a jar, a drawer, or even your wallet this whole time. And now, before we dive in, here's something to think about. If money could talk, what would your loose change say about your destiny? The story begins in 2021, a year that many remember for uncertainty, yet hidden within that uncertainty, a rare gem was struck at the Denver Mint. The 2021 D. Lincoln penny, featuring the classic bust of Abraham Lincoln, became more than just another 1-cent coin. Somewhere in that year's production run, a tiny anomaly, a rare minting error, transformed a common coin into a priceless collectible. Collectors describe this coin as the diamond in the dust, a perfect storm of scarcity, beauty, and historical intrigue. High-grade specimens with a flawless red finish, sharp details, and distinctive minting characteristics are fetching record-breaking prices. One of the finest examples was recently valued at $985,000, a jaw-dropping leap for something most people wouldn't think twice about spending on gum. But why such a surge in demand? Because serious collectors are hunting relentlessly. In the last year alone, auction houses have reported bidding wars that sent prices soaring beyond expectations. Everyone wants to be the person who finds the next one, the next $1 million penny. And here's the truth, many of these treasures are still out there, tucked away in ordinary households, waiting for someone like you to discover them. So, let me ask you something. When was the last time you checked your pocket change carefully? And no, I'm not talking about digging through the couch cushions hoping to find lunch money, though hey, if it turns out to be worth $985,000, lunch is on you, right? Let's stay focused here, because the difference between a penny that's worth 1 cent and one worth a fortune comes down to knowledge. Knowing what to look for could be your ticket to a completely new lifestyle. Now here's where it gets exciting and a little urgent. Experts predict that as word spreads about the 2021 D. Lincoln penny, values could skyrocket even further. Each verified discovery drives the market higher, and collectors worldwide are racing to secure their piece of this modern treasure. Imagine being the person who pulls a $985,000 penny from circulation. Imagine the freedom that could bring. The ability to pay off your home, travel the world, or finally live that wealthy, worry-free lifestyle you've always envisioned. And all it takes is awareness. So tonight, before you turn off the lights, grab that old jar of change. Look closely at those 2021 pennies. If you spot that tiny D-Mint mark, don't dismiss it. You could be holding the next record-breaking coin, because here's the secret: rare opportunities don't always come dressed as gold bars or investment portfolios. Sometimes, they're disguised as something so ordinary, you've been overlooking it your entire life. And before we wrap up, let me leave you with this cliffhanger. There's another Lincoln penny, from a completely different year, currently rumored to be worth even more than this one. We'll uncover that in our next video, so make sure you stay tuned, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell, because the next coin we reveal could change your life forever. Remember, wealth isn't always created by luck. It's created by attention, by curiosity, by knowing where to look when others don't. So, check your pennies, treasure your coins, and who knows, maybe your journey to millionaire status starts with the smallest piece of copper in your hand, because in the world of rare coins, every penny truly counts. Imagine this. You're standing in line at your local coffee shop, fishing through your change for a single penny. You hand it over without a second thought, but what if that one penny could have been worth $965,000? Yes, you heard that right, a single 2017 D. Lincoln cent, the size of your fingertip, could be your ticket to a life of wealth and freedom. Welcome to a story that turns everyday pocket change into an extraordinary fortune. Now, before you say, "Come on, it's just a penny," stop right there. Because this isn't just a penny, it's one of the rarest, most sought-after modern coins in America. Collectors are on a relentless hunt for it, auctions are lighting up with record-breaking bids, and those who know what to look for are quietly cashing in. You see, the 2017 D. Lincoln penny isn't valuable because of gold or silver, it's valuable because of a mistake. A minting error so subtle, so rare, and so perfectly timed, that it turned the small copper-coated coin into a millionaire's dream, and if you think you don't have one, you might want to double-check that jar of pennies sitting in your kitchen drawer. Let's rewind to 2017. The Denver Mint was producing millions of Lincoln cents that year, but among those millions, a handful slipped through the cracks with extraordinary minting flaws. Some had doubled dies that made Lincoln's image shimmer like a ghostly reflection. Others had off-center strikes, giving the coin a distorted look that collectors go wild for. One even had a die crack that ran across the words "In God We Trust," creating a pattern unlike any other in coin history. Now, here's where the story gets interesting. These rare 2017 D pennies began appearing in everyday circulation, grocery stores, vending machines, and cash registers. Regular people were spending them, completely unaware of their potential value. Imagine the regret of realizing that the penny you used to pay for gum last week could have bought you a luxury home. That's the emotional sting of missing out, and it's what drives collectors today to search relentlessly through every coin they find. But there's also excitement, the thrill of the hunt. Because every coin collector knows that success in this world isn't just about money. It's about discovery. It's about finding the needle in the haystack, that one coin that sets your life on a new path. And the 2017 D penny has become the modern-day treasure map, leading to opportunities most people never even knew existed. Think about it, what's the smallest thing that's ever changed your life? A decision, a message, a moment? For some, it's going to be this tiny copper coin. So, what makes this coin worth $965,000 today? It's not hype. It's demand. The rare error variations of the 2017 D Lincoln penny have exploded in collector circles, with one confirmed specimen selling for nearly $1 million in a private auction. Experts predict prices could soar even higher as more investors turn to rare coins as a secure and profitable asset. In a world where digital currencies come and go, physical treasures like this only become more desirable because they hold history, craftsmanship, and mystery. And now, here's the question you need to ask yourself: could you be sitting on one right now? Before you rush to spend that handful of pennies, take a closer look. Under the date, if you see the D Mint mark and a doubling effect around Lincoln's portrait or the inscriptions, don't blink, you might be holding a life-changing discovery. And here's where the story takes a turn. As more people learn about this penny, the hunt intensifies. Each passing day, fewer of these coins remain in circulation. Collectors and investors are snapping them up, driving demand and prices to staggering heights. So the urgency is real. The opportunity is now. Think of this as your wake-up call, the universe whispering, your fortune might already be in your hands. Because wealth doesn't always announce itself with fanfare. Sometimes, it jingles quietly in your pocket. Now imagine telling your friends, "I found a 2017 D penny worth almost $1 million. They might laugh until they see the check. And when they do, that laugh turns into awe. But here's the twist: the 2017 D isn't the only modern penny hiding a secret fortune. There's another, even rarer version from the same year that experts say could break the $1 million mark next. What is it? Well, that's a story you won't want to miss in our next video. So, before you go, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and join the growing community of modern treasure hunters who are turning pocket change into prosperity. Because the next big discovery might just be yours. Remember, wealth doesn't always come from luck. It comes from awareness, from curiosity, from paying attention when others overlook the ordinary. The 2017 D Lincoln penny proves that even the smallest coin can carry the power to change your life forever. And now go check your change. Your $1 million story could be waiting there right now. Imagine this. You're at the checkout line, about to pay for your morning coffee. You reach into your pocket, pull out a few coins, and there it is, a simple 2016 Lincoln penny. Ordinary, right? Or is it? What if I told you that one tiny copper coin, one that looks exactly like the one you just handed over, could be worth up to $965,000 today? Yes, you heard that right. Nearly $1 million for a single cent. This isn't some internet rumor or wild collector's fantasy, this is real, and the story behind it will make you rethink every coin in your change. JAR.so, let me ask you, how many times have you let a penny slip through your fingers without a second thought? Well, after watching this, you'll never look at a penny the same way again. Because hidden among millions of ordinary coins lies one of America's most astonishing numismatic treasures, the 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln cent, a coin that has turned ordinary people into overnight millionaires. The year was 2016, and the US Mint was producing billions of Lincoln cents. Most were struck in Philadelphia, and for the first time in decades, many of those coins carried no mint mark, a small but powerful detail that would change everything. You see, in the world of coin collecting, the tiniest imperfection or variation can be worth a fortune. And this particular penny, without a mint mark and bearing a rare die error, became the stuff of legends. Collectors began noticing subtle details, an unusual surface texture, faint doubling on Lincoln's profile, and a mysterious absence of that tiny letter that usually sits below the date. At first, no one thought much of it. But when one of these ordinary pennies was examined by top graders and sold at auction for nearly $1 million, the coin world erupted. People started digging through their old jars, checking drawers, searching car cup holders, hoping to strike gold, or rather, copper. And here's where it gets even more exciting: the demand for rare and error pennies has exploded in recent years. Wealthy collectors, high-end investors, and luxury estate buyers are now racing to secure these ultra-rare coins. Why? Because they're not just pieces of metal, they're tangible assets that tell a story, symbols of American history wrapped in financial potential. It's not just about owning a coin, it's about owning a legacy. And now, I know what you're thinking: come on, how can a penny be worth more than my car? Well, imagine explaining that to your mechanic when you pay your repair bill with just one shiny 2016 penny. Keep the change, you'd say, and he'd probably frame it before realizing he just got paid six figures. Crazy, right? But that's the magic of numismatics, it turns everyday pocket change into life-changing wealth. So, here's the real question: could you be holding one of these coins right now? Maybe it's sitting in an old jar, tucked in a drawer, or resting in your car console. Every coin tells a story, but this one tells a millionaire's story. The clock is ticking, and the market for rare US coins has never been hotter. Collectors are paying record-breaking prices, and these rare 2016 no-mint mark pennies are in high demand. But here's the twist: the true value of these coins continues to climb. Experts predict that as more are discovered, authenticated, and verified, pristine examples could surpass the $1 million mark. Imagine the fear of realizing you once spent one of these coins unknowingly, or the thrill of finding one just sitting in your collection, waiting to change your life. Which story would you rather tell? So, before you toss your next penny aside, take a moment. Look closely. Check the year, 2016. See if there's no mint mark beneath the date. Examine the details. Because that simple act could be your gateway to a new chapter, a chapter of wealth, opportunity, and discovery. The people who act fast, who learn, who pay attention to detail, those are the ones who find fortune where others see nothing. And remember, in a world full of noise, success often whispers. And right now, it's whispering from the surface of a small copper coin that could make you a millionaire. So, the next time you hold a 2016 Lincoln penny, ask yourself, could this be the one? Because while most people walk past opportunity, the wise ones recognize it in the smallest of details. Your fortune could already be in your hands. Before you go, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because in our next video, we'll reveal another US coin that's breaking the $1 million mark right now. You won't want to miss it. The world of rare coins is booming, and the next big discovery might just be sitting in your pocket. Stay curious. Stay ambitious. And remember, wealth doesn't always shine in gold. Sometimes, it gleams in copper. Imagine this: you're standing in line at your local grocery store, fishing through your wallet for exact change. You pull out a handful of pennies, and one of them, an ordinary-looking 2014 Lincoln 1-cent coin, catches the light just a little differently. You think nothing of it, hand it over, and walk away. But what if I told you that single penny could have been worth nearly $955,000? Yes, you heard that right, a coin that most people overlook, a coin that could make you a millionaire overnight. It sounds unbelievable, right? But stay with me, because this isn't a fairy tale, it's a story of discovery, fortune, and timing. Before we dive deeper, take a moment and ask yourself, how many 2014 pennies have you casually tossed into a jar or dropped under your car seat? If your answer is too many to count, you might want to start counting again, because hidden among those coins could be one of the rarest and most valuable pieces of modern American currency ever struck by the Denver Mint. And if you're thinking, a penny worth nearly $1 million? Sure, and my old socks are worth gold too. Well, hold that thought. Because in the world of rare coins, miracles are minted every single day. And now, let's uncover what makes the 2014 D Lincoln penny so extraordinary. At first glance, it looks like every other cent in your pocket: Lincoln's classic profile on the front, the Union shield on the back, and that familiar coppery glow. But beneath the surface lies the secret that separates an ordinary penny from a $955,000 masterpiece: minting anomalies, precision errors, and microscopic details that only the trained eye, or sometimes pure luck, can detect. In 2014, the Denver Mint produced millions of Lincoln pennies, but a few coins came off the press with unbelievably rare errors, striking irregularities, doubled dies, and die clashes that turned simple copper-plated zinc coins into once-in-a-lifetime treasures. These errors are what collectors dream about. One such coin, authenticated by experts and auctioned to elite collectors, recently fetched a staggering $955,000, and since then, the demand has exploded. While most people are racing to invest in stocks or digital currencies, the truly wise investors, those who understand the power of rarity and history, are quietly building wealth through coins that most overlook. The 2014 D penny has now become the coin everyone wants, but almost no one can find. There's something deeply inspiring about that, isn't there? A simple penny worth just 1 cent, becoming a symbol of hidden potential, of overlooked value, of fortune waiting in plain sight. It reminds us that wealth doesn't always come from what's new, it often comes from what's forgotten. But here's where it gets even more exciting. Because what if I told you that not all of these valuable 2014 D pennies have been discovered yet? In fact, experts believe several of these ultra-rare coins are still out there, waiting, perhaps in someone's piggy bank, a coffee shop tip jar, or maybe even in your own pocket change right now. And now, imagine for a moment, you find one of these coins. You take it to a professional grader, and after careful inspection, they confirm the unimaginable: it's authentic. It's one of those 2014 D Lincoln pennies. You're holding nearly $1 million in your hand, born from a single cent. That's not just a discovery, it's a life-changing moment. Collectors across the US are now hunting for these coins with a passion that borders on obsession. Coin shows, online auctions, estate sales, everywhere you look, the 2014 D penny is the star of the show. People are realizing that history can still be held in the palm of your hand. And those who act fast, those who take the time to learn and look closely, are the ones who win. Big.so don't just walk past your change jar tonight. Don't dismiss those old rolls of pennies in the back of your drawer. Pull them out, look carefully, and inspect that small D mint mark under Lincoln's portrait. The next great American treasure could be sitting right in front of you, and you wouldn't even know it. What if your penny is the next one to make headlines? What if your casual curiosity leads to your first six-figure check? The truth is, someone will find the next $1 million penny, and it might as well be you. This is more than a story about coins, it's a reminder to never underestimate the small things. Because in every pocket, there could be hidden wealth waiting to change your life forever. So, if you believe that fortune favors the curious, start searching. Subscribe for more insights on rare coins that can transform the ordinary into the extraordinary. Have you ever looked at a simple penny and wondered, could this be the one? The one coin that changes your life forever? Imagine finding a coin so valuable, so rare, that collectors are willing to pay nearly $1 million for it. That's not a fantasy, that's the reality of the 2006 D Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that has taken the numismatic world by storm. Now, before you dismiss it as just another penny jingling in your change jar, listen closely. Because hidden among millions of ordinary copper-plated zinc coins lies one extraordinary piece, a rare minting masterpiece, worth an astounding $979,000 in today's collector's market. And yes, some of these have been discovered in the most unexpected places: old jars, drawers, even the cup holders of cars. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, we're diving deep into why this coin is so special, what makes it worth nearly $1 million, and how you can tell if the penny in your pocket could make you the next millionaire coin seller. Let's rewind for a moment. The year is 2006. The U.S. Mint in Denver is in full swing, producing hundreds of millions of Lincoln cents. To most, these were everyday coins, small change, easily overlooked. But a handful of coins struck that year came out differently. Underneath the surface of what seems like an ordinary penny lies the story of a rare minting error that turned a 1-cent piece into a near $1 million treasure. Now here's where things get fascinating. Some 2006 D pennies show unusual characteristics: off-center strikes, doubled dies, and die breaks so rare they make collectors' hearts race. One particular specimen, with its distinct die crack running through Lincoln's bust and lettering misalignment, stunned experts when it appeared at auction, fetching close to $1 million. Can you imagine that? A coin worth 1 cent transforming into a $979,000 jackpot. That's not luck, that's legacy. And right now, collectors are scrambling to find these ultra-rare coins because demand is skyrocketing. Here's a little moment to pause. Have you ever wondered how many coins you've handled in your lifetime? Hundreds of thousands, right? But what if just one of those was hiding this kind of fortune? That's what keeps collectors and treasure hunters awake at night. And let's be honest, how many of us still have a jar of old pennies collecting dust somewhere? That jar could be your golden ticket. Go ahead, take a look later. But not yet, because the next part could make all the difference in identifying the real treasure. Here's what separates ordinary from extraordinary. The 2060 Lincoln penny that's shaking up the market today carries unmistakable features: the bold Denver mint mark D just below the date, a crisp strike, and that subtle, telltale mint error visible only under close inspection. But here's the kicker: collectors are paying top dollar for coins in pristine, mint state condition, and even higher for certified error coins graded by PCGS or NGC. Every day, more people are realizing they've been sitting on forgotten fortunes. What was once spare change is now an investment, a key to financial freedom. And the clock is ticking. As the coin's rarity becomes more widely known, its market value continues to soar. Collectors are actively bidding, dealers are hunting, and prices are rising. Now imagine being the person who walks into a coin show with a small penny and walks out with a $979,000 check. Sounds incredible? That's exactly what happened to a lucky collector in 2024 who found their 2060 penny in an inherited coin box. The crowd gasped. The bids went wild. And the moment became part of coin collecting legend. But here's the truth: there are still more out there. Somewhere, in an old jar, a forgotten roll, or tucked away in a family drawer, another 2060 penny is waiting to be found. Maybe it's in your pocket right now, and before you shrug it off, think about this: every millionaire collector started with one discovery. One coin that everyone else overlooked. Why not you? So here's your next step. Check your change, dig out your old coin jars, and look closely at every 2006 penny with that small D under the date. If you notice anything odd, doubling, cracks, off-center strikes, don't dismiss it. It could be the sign of a six-figure treasure. The rare coin market is booming, the demand is exploding, and the opportunity is now. Don't let this moment pass, because every second you wait, another collector could be cashing in on what you just spent. And before we end, let me ask you, would you trade a penny for $979,000? Because someone already has. This is your wake-up call to the world of hidden wealth, a world where everyday people become millionaires, not by luck, but by looking a little closer. The 2060 Lincoln penny isn't just a coin, it's a symbol of opportunity, patience, and discovery. So go ahead, take that chance. Because the next time you hear a penny drop, it might just be the sound of fortune calling your name. If you found this story inspiring, make sure to subscribe and join a community of collectors turning their pocket change into priceless history. Because here, every coin has a story, and yours might just be the next one worth nearly $1 million. Imagine this: a coin so ordinary that it slips through your fingers every day at the grocery store, yet one version of it could be worth nearly $976,000 today. Yes, you heard that right. A simple 1994 Lincoln penny, with no mint mark, could turn an average American pocket change into a fortune that changes your life forever. Now, before you dismiss this as another coin collector's fantasy, let me assure you this story is real, it's documented, and it's shaking the numismatic world to its core. What if that penny in your old jar, sitting in your drawer or coffee can, was actually your $1 million ticket? Sounds unbelievable, right? But the truth is, collectors and investors across the US are hunting this exact coin right now. The 1994 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny isn't just another relic of the past, it's a modern-day treasure that could turn your spare change into serious wealth. But why is this penny so valuable? What makes it different from the billions minted that same year? Stay with me, because what you're about to learn might just make you go rummaging through every coin you've ever owned. To understand the magic of this coin, we need to step back into 1994, a time when the US Mint was producing billions of pennies across Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Normally, every coin bears a tiny mint mark, a simple letter like P, D, or S that tells us where it was made. But this particular penny, the 1994 no-mint mark Lincoln cent, defied expectations. It slipped through quality control and entered circulation without a mint mark, making it one of the rarest and most sought-after errors in modern US coinage. Now, here's where the story turns thrilling. While most 1994 pennies are worth, well, 1 cent, the rare no mint mark error has caught the attention of high-end collectors and wealthy investors alike. Auction records reveal that one pristine specimen, graded at the highest mint state condition, sold for nearly $976,000, and experts believe its value could climb even higher as demand continues to grow. And here's the kicker: these coins are still out there. That's right. People find them in coin rolls, in old jars, or tucked away in inherited collections. Every year, a handful of new discoveries make headlines and ignite bidding wars among passionate collectors who know that true rarity is worth its weight in gold. But let me ask you, have you checked your pennies lately? Because what if that small copper coin lying unnoticed in your drawer could pay off your mortgage, your debts, or even fund your dream retirement? Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait a minute, are we really talking about a penny that can buy me a luxury car? Yes, my friend, we absolutely are. And if that sounds crazy, remember, crazier things have happened in the coin world. People have found million-dollar coins in parking lots, in couch cushions, even in kids' piggy banks. Maybe it's time to start treating the change jar with a little more respect, huh? As the market for rare coins surges, experts are warning collectors and everyday Americans alike, don't wait too long. Every month, more of these 1994 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies are being authenticated, certified, and snapped up by private investors who understand one thing: scarcity drives value. Once these coins are locked away in private collections, they may not resurface for decades. This is your moment. The window of opportunity is now. You could be holding a piece of American history worth nearly $1 million, a symbol of how something so small can carry unimaginable worth. And let's be honest, isn't that the American dream? To find hidden value where others see the ordinary. And here's where it gets truly exciting: the 1994 penny isn't just a collectible, it's an investment. With collectors paying top dollar for rare errors, owning one could make you part of an elite circle, people who turned everyday objects into lasting wealth. Imagine looking back a year from now, realizing you took action, you searched your coins, and you found your financial breakthrough hiding in plain sight. But here's the question that will keep you up tonight: could you be the next person to uncover a $976,000 penny? Or will someone else find it first while yours sits untouched in a box? If you're serious about creating wealth through hidden treasures like this, start now. Go through your coins, inspect every 1994 Lincoln penny, and look for that missing mint mark. Because every second you wait, another collector might be making the discovery you could have made. Stay tuned. In the next video, we'll reveal how to identify authentic no mint mark errors and the secret signs that separate a $1 penny from a $1 million one. Don't miss it, because the next story might just be yours. This is more than coin collecting, it's about unlocking hidden value in the world around you. It's about recognizing that wealth often hides in plain sight, waiting for someone bold enough to see it. The 1994 no-mint mark Lincoln penny isn't just a coin, it's a reminder that fortune favors those who look a little closer. So, take a deep breath, open that coin jar, and start searching. Your next move could be the one that changes everything. Imagine waking up one morning, reaching into your pocket, and realizing that one ordinary-looking penny, just a simple copper coin, could change your entire financial future. Sounds unbelievable, doesn't it? But this is no myth. Hidden in plain sight, the 1987 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent coin has stunned collectors, dealers, and everyday Americans with its jaw-dropping worth, currently valued at an astonishing $975,000. Yes, a single penny, the kind we often ignore on sidewalks or toss in jars, could be your ticket to a life of luxury and abundance. Now, before you say, "That can't be real," stay with me. Because by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why this rare coin is in such high demand, how you can identify one, and how this humble little cent became one of the most sought-after treasures in American coin history. But be warned, the window of opportunity is closing fast, and every day, another lucky collector snatches one from circulation. So, ask yourself, have you ever checked the pennies lying in your drawer? What if one of them is the key to your financial breakthrough? Let's travel back to 1987, a year of change, innovation, and transformation in America. The U.S. Mint produced millions of Lincoln cents that year, most marked with a small D for Denver or S for San Francisco. But among the ordinary, a few mysterious pennies were struck without any mint mark at all. No D. No S. Just a clean, unmarked face of Abraham Lincoln, radiating quiet power and perfection. These no mint mark coins slipped into circulation unnoticed, but sharp-eyed collectors began to realize something extraordinary. The die used for these coins was of an ultra-high grade, with a flawless strike, mirror-like surface, and razor-sharp details, something rarely seen. These weren't just coins. They were masterpieces, sculpted in copper and sealed by time itself, and here's the twist: only a handful are known to exist in pristine condition. When one surfaced at a private auction, collectors went wild. The bidding war was fierce, emotional, and relentless. The final hammer price? An unbelievable $975,000. Imagine that, nearly $1 million for a penny most people wouldn't even bother to pick up. But why is it worth so much? Because rarity fuels desire. Because collectors are driven by passion, history, and prestige. And because every serious investor knows that tangible assets, especially rare coins, are skyrocketing in value while traditional markets remain unpredictable. Funny, isn't it? Most people chase digital trends in crypto tokens, yet a tiny copper coin from 1987 is outperforming them all. So now that you know the secret behind the 1987 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, what does it mean for you? It means opportunity. It means that every old coin in your collection, every dusty box in your attic, every forgotten penny jar could hold a fortune waiting to be discovered. You might be one careful inspection away from finding the next $1 million coin. Take a deep breath and imagine the moment you realize you own one. The rush of excitement. The disbelief turning into joy. The life-changing call from an auction house telling you your coin has just sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars. But here's the urgency: these coins are being found and bought up faster than ever. Collectors, investors, even museums are hunting them down. Demand is surging, and prices are climbing every single year. The longer you wait, the harder it will be to find one in the wild. So, after this video, grab a magnifying glass, pull out your pennies, and start searching. Look closely at those 1,987 coins, especially the ones without any mint mark. If you find one in mint condition, you're not just holding a coin. You're holding a piece of American history, and possibly a life-changing fortune. And before you go, let me ask you this: how many times have you walked past wealth disguised as something ordinary? Maybe this is your sign to stop overlooking the little things, because sometimes, the smallest treasures hold the biggest rewards. Stay inspired, stay curious, and keep searching. Because somewhere out there, your $1 million penny might just be waiting for you. Imagine holding a single penny in your hand, dull, worn, and ordinary. Now imagine that same penny being worth $974,000. Sounds unbelievable, right? But what if I told you that one of the most common coins ever produced by the U.S. Mint, the 1969 Lincoln penny, could be your ticket to a millionaire lifestyle? This isn't a fairy tale, this is real history hidden in plain sight. And as you'll soon discover, the next coin that changes a collector's life forever could already be sitting in your pocket, waiting for someone with a sharp eye and a little bit of knowledge before you scroll away thinking, it's just a penny. Remember this: in 2019, a single Lincoln penny from 1969 sold for almost $1 million. So stay with me until the end, because in this video, you'll learn exactly what makes this coin so valuable, how to identify one, and why the demand for rare US pennies has never been higher. Now, take a moment and think, when was the last time you checked your change jar? It might sound funny, but you could be sitting on a life-changing discovery and not even know it yet. Let's travel back to 1969, a time of revolution, innovation, and remarkable history. The U.S. Mint in Denver was busy producing billions of Lincoln pennies, each stamped with that tiny D mint mark below the date. Most of these coins were destined for everyday use: buying coffee, paying tolls, maybe even lost between couch cushions. But among those billions, a few mysterious errors were created, errors so rare that collectors today are willing to pay hundreds of thousands, even millions, just to own one. The 1969 Lincoln penny doubled die obverse. Under a magnifying glass, the inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust" appear sharply doubled, creating a visual echo of one of the most iconic coin designs in U.S. history. It's like the mint accidentally made two impressions on the same coin, a small mistake that became a monumental treasure. Now here's where things get thrilling: only a handful of these coins are known to exist, and their current market value sits at around $974,000. That's right, a single penny with a printing error, originally worth 1 cent, has transformed into an elite collector's dream. That's nearly $1 million for something most people overlook daily. It's almost poetic, isn't it? The smallest coin in circulation holding the biggest secret of wealth. And the demand isn't slowing down. Every major coin auction brings new records, new excitement, and new millionaires born from ordinary change. You might be wondering, how can something so small command so much power? It's simple: scarcity and perfection. In a world flooded with sameness, collectors crave rarity. They want a story, a mystery, a piece of history, and the 1969 D Lincoln penny delivers it all. But don't start emptying your piggy bank just yet, because here's where things get interesting. Not every 1969 D penny is valuable, and there's a crucial detail that separates the million-dollar treasure from the ordinary coin. Quick question: if you found a penny on the ground right now, would you even bother to pick it up? Most people wouldn't. But after watching this video, you'll never look at spare change the same way again. Because that little copper disc could buy you a beachfront home in Florida, a Tesla in your driveway, or your early retirement. Not bad for 1 cent, huh? Alright, back to business. The real key to identifying this million-dollar beauty lies in the details. Look closely at the words Liberty and In God We Trust. On genuine double-die coins, the letters appear almost as if they were struck twice: crisp, bold, unmistakable. The date 1969 itself will also appear doubled, giving the coin an unmistakable signature that experts instantly recognize. Collectors, auction houses, and even private investors are in fierce competition to acquire these rare specimens. The demand for high-grade, authenticated examples has surged dramatically in the past few years. One verified 1969 D double-die penny could instantly elevate your financial life and your status in the collector world. And here's the truth: opportunities like this don't last forever. As more coins are discovered, authenticated, and locked away in private collections, the supply tightens, and the value skyrockets. The time to act is now. Don't just sit back and dream about financial freedom. Take a look through your old jars, drawers, and inherited coin collections. Every coin tells a story, and one of those stories could change your life. Here's the million-dollar question: what if your 1969 D penny is the one? What if it's been waiting quietly all these years, hidden in a forgotten coin roll or tucked inside an old wallet? Would you even recognize it? Stay tuned, because in our next video, we'll reveal exactly how collectors verify the authenticity of these coins and the most trusted places in the US to sell them for top dollar. Until then, keep your eyes sharp, your mind open, and your hopes high, because sometimes, wealth doesn't come from what you earn, but from what you find. If you found this video inspiring, hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives into the world of rare and valuable US coins, and share this with someone who might have a secret treasure sitting right in their pocket. Remember, 1 cent can change everything, because in the world of rare coins, even a penny can make you a millionaire.